Go ahead.
These are the bones of the hand, starting with the carpal bones, which lie right below the radius and the ulna. We have the scaphoid, lunate, triquetrum, pisiform, trapezoid, trapezium, capitate, and hamate. These bones all make up the wrist in the hand. Right underneath the carpals lie the metacarpals. Starting from the thumb, which is number 1, we go all the way over numbers 2, 3, 4, and 5. Underneath the metacarpals are the phalanges. There are 14 phalanxes in our hands. There are 3 in each phalange and 2 in each thumb. On the thumb, we have a distal phalanx and a proximal phalanx. So this is the distal one, this is the proximal one. And then in each finger, we have the proximal phalanxes, the middle phalanxes, and the distal phalanxes.
Go. Here we have the bones of the arm. This is the radius and this is the ulna. The radius articulates with the radial notch of the ulna. This is the humerus. The distal end of the humerus has the lateral epicondyle, the capitulum, the trochlea, and the medial epicondyle. The humerus articulates with the ulna at the trochlear notch, which facilitates movement of the arm. On the humerus, here we have the anatomical neck of the humerus and the surgical neck, and running down the middle we have the intertubercular groove, which separates the greater tubercle and the lesser tubercle.
Okay. Here are the bones of the lower leg, the tibia and the fibula. The tibia articulates with the distal end of the fibula at the fibular notch of the tibia. On the other end of the tibia is the medial malleolus, and the lateral malleolus is on the proximal end of the fibula. The middle of the tibia is called the anterior crest, or the shin bone, and leads up to the tibial tuberosity, an attachment point for thigh muscles. At the top of the tibia are the medial condyle, the intercondylar eminence, and the lateral condyle. Above the lower leg bones is the patella, the only sesamoid bone in the body, meaning it developed into a tendon. The patella articulates with the patellar groove of the femur.
These are the bones of the foot. The tarsals lie right below the fibula and the tibia. There are 7 tarsals, 6 of which you can see from this view. Starting from the proximal lateral side of the foot, you have the cuboid. Right next to that is the navicular, and directly below that are the lateral, intermediate, and medial cuneiforms. Right here you see the tip of the talus, which is the point where the bottom of the tibia articulates with the rest of the foot. The tarsal that you cannot see from this view is the calcaneus, which is the heel of the foot. Below the tarsals are the metatarsals, which are numbered starting from the first phalange, number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Below the metatarsals are the phalanges. The first phalange has 2 phalanxes, the proximal and the distal. The rest of the phalanges have the proximal, medial, and distal phalanxes. Starting from the thumb, which is the first metacarpal, we go all the way over to the second, third, fourth, and 5th. Those are numbers. After the metacarpals, we have the phalanges. There are 14 phalanges in our hands.